Alright guys, we're back. Welcome to the Boxcast again. The show where we go on hiatus way too often than we should. I'm your host Orlando, and I'm joined today by, once again, this guy just never leaves the box. Carlos is back again.
Hey, hello, it's me.
But every time though, we always have somebody new.
Mm-hmm.
We are joined today by fellow Twitch streamer Paul.
Yo, what's up? What's happening?
You know what, real quick, what's your Twitch handle?
So pretty much all my handles are under TechMage299. I gotta get something new. Some dude actually took the 299 years ago. Fucking idiot.
Did you try going with TechMage 2998?
No, it's too long.
29900?
I add a couple nines if it's taken. Maybe an extra E here and there.
Maybe doing one better, maybe add 3 more nines.
You don't really stream too often anymore, don't you?
I've been trying to do it daily.
Oh, now?
Yeah, now. They're pretty short. I try to at least stream for over an hour, like nothing under that. And then if I have nothing else going on that day, then I'll just stream for up to like 8 hours.
8 hours?
I'll go up till 10.
How many breaks do you do?
Like 1 to go get water, maybe?
1.
1 out of 8 hours?
No, not an hour, just like 1 minute to go get water.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because for a second I was thinking like, wow, out of 8 hours streaming and you take 1 water break. How do you survive such a thing?
I don't know. At that point, it's more like I'm just streaming what I do in my life. It's like, okay, welcome to my life. I'm going to play games for 8 hours.
Do you get any donations?
Occasionally. And then somebody will come in with a sub. Lately, I've been
that's good.
Lately, I've been streaming this game called Toho, which is like a bullet hell shooter.
Oh, okay.
It's really old. It's very anime-like too, and that one's been pulling on all the followers. Actually, I got like 6 followers overnight.
Damn.
One day.
That's good.
I was like,
that's
whoa.
Good.
I just saw my log and I was like, that's crazy. The only reason I've been trying to stream that game is because like there's different ways to clear it, right? And one of them is without like using any continues, but the game's hard, so I've just been at that for months.
Just practicing.
I can't even clear
live.
Yeah, it's
trying to hone your craft in front of your 6 followers plus.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like this is becoming our thing where we just bring local Twitch streamers to our podcast. Because we started with Frank, now we got
Beefy.
Paul. Oh yeah,
Beefy Frankie.
Beefy McFrankie 1. Shout out to our lad Beefy McFrankie. We miss you. Your spot is always open at the table here in the Box universe.
Yes.
But you know what? In other news, I got an Xbox. But now I got an Xbox and an account problem. So. You know, just the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, gotta love Microsoft.
Gotta love Microsoft and their problems.
But hey,
signing in.
But yeah, I'm gonna fix that later though. But honestly though, I'm like sold on Xbox though, man.
Was it easy getting it?
Yeah, I bought it online. I bought it on Target because I was checking places like Best Buy. Usually, like if I'm buying tech things, like I would always go Best Buy just because they're convenient, especially when I can just pick it up that same day.
Exactly.
That's how I got like a phone charger and a watch. But
also, you ordered online.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they give you like a 1-hour pickup or something like that.
Yeah, they'll send you like an email and then you show up and get it. I had work like an hour later, but I just like went to, but since like where I work, I just right next door to Target. So when it was my break, I just walked in, grabbed my Xbox, and just put it in my car.
Yeah.
Then got back to work.
And then I got back to work. And then I go back to work.
Yeah, because it's hard getting a console now.
I know, yeah, man.
It's
like
ridiculous.
a lot of people were saying like chip shortages is a reason why some consoles are like not restocking.
Yeah, so the thing with that, I think same thing happened with PCs. There was I think like a natural disaster or something going on in Taiwan, I believe. So I don't remember if it was RAM chips or like processor chips, but something happened in one of those factories, and there was like a major shortage as a result.
So most likely like because of that, a lot of the product got damaged or whatever.
Yeah, they couldn't make any. So yeah, I heard that one for PCs for sure. I do remember that.
I think you know what? I think gamers
Is that
should like.
So did that happen before?
This was
the PS5.
This was like right before, I believe, because this was I want to say middle of last year, like late middle last year, around there.
Okay,
Because that's when the
it was
consoles
before,
came out, right?
Yeah, it was like
November-ish?
during like production.
Yeah, sounds about right. Or
Yeah.
maybe they were, during mass production.
Yeah. And then with COVID, so...
Yeah. So, yeah, all that stuff took a major hit. Like, even PC components nowadays, you still can't find most of this stuff.
I know, it's wild.
Also, isn't it people who are fucking crypto mining also part of that reason too?
So the news with crypto mining is that a lot of the graphics cards that they were using for crypto mining, they're tossing them back into the market, right? But nobody wants this stuff because it's not for gaming. It's actually missing a lot of like input ports, so you technically can't even play on them.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on is that they're taking all those cards and they're just trashing them.
Jesus.
And then in addition to that, the companies like Nvidia are making crypto mining specific cards. So now their production is halved because they're making stuff specifically for crypto
God
miners.
damn it.
So shortages and dividends getting smaller everywhere.
You know, I think we just gotta blame Bitcoin. All right. God damn it.
Bitcoin.
Just a little longer.
Just maybe if you just wait. I mean, maybe if you just waited after a pandemic ended and some political upheaval passed and some other social and other societal problems have passed, then you can come back and start, telling people to, start telling influencers to tell other people to give them money for business or whatever the fuck.
Give me all your graphics cards.
That's when you can do that, because at least when all this is over, we'll still have chips for us too.
Makes me hate myself for not freaking pre-ordering the PS5.
Well, I mean, what can you do, right?
I don't know.
It's just
It was
it's
like
just
I
one
had,
of
and
those-
it was dumb because like I had the money, but it was just like
Right.
me being lazy putting it
Yeah.
into the bank account.
Yeah.
Because like it was like a bunch of like tip money I had, and like it was just like a bunch of like 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s.
Yeah.
Show up to the Best Buy. 1, 2.
I don't know. I was like, I'm not like. Well, it's not like you could. I don't think you could have like walked in.
This man's a stripper?
It's like he brings that fucking thing that separates the money in Monopoly, and he starts stacking up the bills. Like, here you go.
At my old job, we did have like a lady. We were working on her car, right? Her car was a mess. There were like shoes and makeup and bags and whatever.
Ew.
And then when it came down to pay, it was like $70. It was $70 in ones. So I was like, all right.
That had to be like a fuck you. Right?
No, she was a stripper.
Oh, really?
Only strippers carry ones like that.
Oh,
Kind of
shoot.
says a lot about that business,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad.
They make bank. They do make bank.
Oh, yeah.
Just gradually though. Gradually they make bank.
Yeah. There's
It's not,
it's
you know-
not an exponential growth. It's not even linear. It's like a flat line.
Oh, yeah. It's like Bing's numbers when people stop using their service.
Yeah.
Dude, Bing. Shoot, I remember when that first came out.
I think
People
the
were
last
saying,
thing
it's the new search
yeah.
engine. But then I remember I was always like, nah. I mean, it's always Google.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who's gonna what company is gonna be like, oh, we're gonna use Bing as our.
Bing was Microsoft's, right?
What's
I think that's who developed Bing. I could be wrong.
No.
I'm pretty. Well, you know what? I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Oh, but it's weird. But
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I just look at new services coming out, right? And even though it's the exact same shit as the other one, I still like how they still like have the balls to go out and be like, we are not just a search engine, we are a future or some bullshit. And then they just tank after that.
Yeah.
They're so, I don't know. Sometimes I do find it satisfying to watch like these like up and coming companies are so confident, like, oh, we're gonna be smashing through walls, man. We're gonna be breaking records, and then they don't, and we forget about them like within a year.
Yeah.
it's weird when you see like a new thing. It's like, oh man, that's gonna be pretty cool. Like the Google Glass. glasses.
Yeah.
Like how football players were using it to like develop their skills, and then like when it came out, it was just so expensive that no one really got it.
Yeah.
That's probably the big reason why.
Yeah, because it was like I think like 2000 or something.
This was 2010ish.
Yeah.
It was like during middle school, I believe. That's when I remember it.
But it was always like, like in the commercials, like, you always feel like, oh, they're just exaggerating it. It probably doesn't even look that like very crisp.
Oh yeah, because it looked like a video game HUD where you got like your news article up there.
Plus, I would imagine it would look very goofy as hell.
Probably look very vague
because
on it,
like
too.
imagine like because it's not fashionable either. Because like imagine like Carlos's glasses, except it's just like that all white, you know, plasticky, and then like and then on top of that like that fat camera that's sticking out the corner of the lens.
Was there a camera? Oh yeah,
I think there was.
Yeah.
But man, it
was bulky, very.
Yeah, it felt very like uncomfortable, too.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't understand where the battery and all that stuff was.
That's true.
And charging it too, and how long it would last. Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Google Glass is out of here.
I think nowadays, most definitely, you could probably work something like that because I mean stuff's getting smaller by the year. You could probably put like a solid 6-hour battery on thin frame glasses.
Like people have like found like ways to like compress things and still be able to make it perform even better.
Yeah. I have a USB, right? You know how like USBs have like the part that you plug in, which is like the metal shield, and it's got the 4 like little copper stripes, and then the rest of the bulk of the USB.
Oh yeah.
I have a USB that is literally just the 4 lines, like the chip where you plug it in. That's it.
Oh, like that middle bit that plugs in?
Yeah, it's just that.
What the fuck?
So that's what I said. I was like, where's the memory chip? Where's the control
module? Wait, like that's it.
That's it.
That's all that came in the box. Was just that.
No, well, I got it as part of like this collector's edition for a game.
Right.
And it's like this like crystal thing, but the whole crystal's transparent, so there's nothing in there, and it's just the plug-in part. And that's where like the chip and the data and the music and
that's
whatever.
Where you can move files around. Yeah, that's the thing that does it.
And I'm like, dude, that's crazy because USBs usually need 1, the memory chip, and 2, a memory controller.
Yeah,
that's the bare minimum. But you don't even like. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it's
crazy tiny.
Yeah, like typically, they are like the size of a thumb drives. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting whenever like you think you've seen it all with like technology, like from like TV and like on news or whatever on YouTube, but then like when you see it in person, like something even different, and it's like, oh shoot, like what the hell?
I would have never predicted like as a kid seeing like the advancements, right? Like, oh my god, we have cars, we got planes that can fly, we got TVs, we got electricity, we got radio, cell phones that can connect us from anywhere in the world. And I can't believe we've evolved this far to create electric sex toys and dildo machines because someone decided to spend time designing this while others were designing more useful shit.
That must be a very awkward occupation to work in.
Honestly, I can't imagine if, like that guy going to a party and he's telling everybody what he does for a living.
I'm a weed scientist.
I think that's like the best cover right now, at least. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Everyone's into that now. You know what? I was thinking like when you brought up that disaster that had to do with the chip shortage. I was just thinking like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign that us gamers should come together because we have in the past. We should come together and fix the climate crisis.
The climate crisis?
If we can fix the climate crisis together, that means no more crazy floods will happen that will destroy our chips. So we can keep buying consoles and not have to deal with delays.
You know what? We should come together and make companies do better servers.
Let's work on that that's more important. Okay, that'll be it. We'll create that'll be like our roadmap. Phase 1, we're going to work on servers. If we can get lucky enough to step into Phase 2, we get to the bigger stuff. The more, strap your boots kind of things. But honestly, though, servers are a big deal, and it's really stupid how a lot of these companies that are worth billions of dollars don't invest enough in that. Sony?
Surprisingly, I think EA was one of the few that was like, hey, we're seeing a lot of players, so we're going to add more like infrastructure.
Yeah.
I think they were the only ones who have set stuff like that.
Yeah, mostly because, even though as bad as a company EA is, they make good games. They've made, and it's crazy how a lot of these games that they've made were like from 10 years ago, but people are still playing them. Like Battlefield Bad Company 2, people are still playing that. Or like
they own Command and Conquer, and that's a game from the 90s.
People still playing it.
People still playing it.
Like,
they hold the good IPs.
They do.
They do. They hold too many good IPs.
They do, man.
I hated it.
I know. It pisses me off. I'm like, God damn it. Why?
I feel like the game I had high hopes for, but like I knew it was gonna bomb was Anthem.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! Like when I first saw the gameplay, like I was like, oh, like this looks pretty cool. Like different classes, different like, and they each have like their own gameplay.
Sci-fi.
It looks like pretty like cool gameplay. But like I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it because like I'm gonna pull that bullshit with the whole like DLC. Like how much is the DLC gonna be over time? Like I'm not paying like over $100 for it.
Yeah.
Sims, dude.
So I was like I'm gonna wait. And then when people were playing it, like dude, this is like dog shit. I was like, oh no.
Honestly though, when I see like trailers like that for games like that are gonna maybe like come out later in the year, I would always think like, the game looks really dumb, but it's gonna do good anyway though, because I just had a feeling like, well, no matter what I think, I mean, this game that I already don't have interest for, it's just gonna do good. I know for a fact it would. And there'll be times like with Anthem, I'd be completely blown away when I would find out, oh, it's actually bad. Wow, okay, I guess I was wrong about that one.
Like, and you hate it because like you never want to like, because you don't know like what those like people the artists and the digital, when
the game does bad,
like
they're all gonna have to deal with it. Yeah,
you don't know like what they were told to do and like the time length that they had to do it in. Probably like rushed it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that was like what thing I heard that EA did was like they would like push their employees to like the time date for the game release, like we need you guys to like hurry it up.
Yeah, I think I think
that's what they did for Andromeda.
Yeah, same
but like
thing.
they wanted more extra. Yeah, that's what it was.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking. How they pushed Andromeda.
Yeah, they later became infamous for crunch time, which is a really stupid thing to do, but companies like to do it anyway. When they push their employees to work harder and longer, just to get a game out because our investors wanted it at this time or some stupid shit.
And that's what I feel like happened with Anthem, but like
it could be that
on a more different level where it's like,
especially since it was going to be an online game, it would have been a lot more tougher. Just because it's like, oh, now we gotta think of all the balancing and all the things on the matchmaking and the player with all the customization.
And
all the content to keep the players playing.
Then the post-launch.
Yeah, same thing.
Game ends up being unplayable.
Exactly.
Too long loading screens. It was unbearable from what I heard. I was shocked.
Yeah, that I think crunch time is probably one of the big reasons why most games would do bad when you would think they would do good. Mm-hmm. Just because you wouldn't think like, oh, they're taking their time making this.
But
if it looks this good already.
What I do know, what they failed, is to produce Star Wars games.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's Jedi Fallen Order. I heard
that game was very, very good. Think of how long they've had the IP of Star Wars, and all you got it was like
Battlefront 2 and
Battlefront 2,
Battlefront 2, the 1 and 2, and then Squadrons, but
that one was flop, I believe, right?
I think people had mixed feelings about that game.
Not too many people liked it. I mean, I think they said like it was just too like repetitive.
Yeah,
and it just felt like it didn't feel like there's like
a lot to do other than just fly and that's it.
And then how the company told them straight like this is the game, like we're not giving you any more DLC.
Yeah.
Like this, like the game is what it is.
Sound like a dad. Like, no, we have food at home. Okay, we're not buying you anything out here.
Star Wars at home.
Yeah. You got Star Wars at home.
And Battlefront 2 and Fallen Order were like the only good games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first Battlefront game, like, it was fun to a point.
Yeah. The first Battlefront game I was really hyped for, but then I found out that it was boring. It was repetitive, not a lot of maps to play on, not a lot of things to unlock. It was very bare bones.
You have to buy this, you have to buy that.
Yeah, exactly. If you wanted characters or, other maps that, you have to... I think also, too, how, what pissed people off about that game was how it was already coming out with a premium pass that you had to get if you wanted if you wanted, like, the incoming shit and day one shit. So they were already off to a bad start when they were trying to make people pay more.
Oh, most definitely. When I first saw that, like, how... Because I remember I was so confused at first because I remember me and Caesar were, like, hyped for it. Like, oh, we're going to get it.
I was too.
And I remember I got it, and then later on they said, like, oh, we're going to have the season pass, whatever thing they called it.
Yeah.
And it was, like $870.
Yeah, it was some absurd price.
It was absurd. I was like...
Stupid.
I was like, wait,
who would pay for this?
I was like, I just paid $65
exactly.
for the game. Now I have to pay another $60. I was like, wait, I'm paying $100. Like...
So what am I actually paying for?
I just feel like it ruins it for, like, younger... I feel like, I don't know, like, they're trying to, like, prevent, like, younger kids from playing games because, like...
I don't know.
Because, like, they can't buy it. But then it's like...
I think that's a different approach. I think that was them just literally being greedy and, like...
I know being greedy, too, but...
They could get away with it.
Yeah, it's like, that's pretty much, like, the big takeaway from this.
But that thing is just, like... It kind of rude for kids, too, like, who really want to play it.
Yeah.
But then it also is, like... For, like, I think, like, now the thing is, like, gamers are, like, more... Like, older now. Like, there's now more, like, older people, like, playing it.
Yeah, and also even, like, more...
There's more audience, I would say. There's more audience now for gaming.
I feel like along with that also, like, more fans and people nowadays are a lot more cynical now than they used to be. Because nowadays, like anything would impress anybody. And nowadays, like, somebody would come out with, like, this really fucking ridiculous-ass thing that some people will be like, we'll see about that. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
My little
I'm gonna hold on to my. I'm gonna hold off.
My little brother's like, I think 10 years old, and he's like really big into Star Wars, right? So when I bought Battlefront 2, I just let him play it, and I bought Squadron Assault for him, and I bought like another one or whatever, and even he would come up to me and tell me like, wow, EA is the worst because they try to charge $100 for Darth Vader or something.
Yeah, I remember that. I was so pissed. I was like when I first played it, like day one, Battlefront 2, I saw like the characters who was locked and who was available. I was like, oh, like I was like, what the hell? And then I saw like, okay, well, I'm just gonna. And they said like you can play, and you still get everything, but it's gonna be a lot harder. And Darth Vader, yeah, he was like
locked or something. Right?
Yeah, and like to get him, like you have to be like extremely good, but you can get him for like a price.
Oh, that's right. I think wasn't like Darth Vader locked until you reached like rank 100 or something.
Jesus.
No, I think
was that it, or,
I think
or was it like a freemium character?
No, I think it was like the points you got like for like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, now I remember. Yeah.
So I think like 100,000 was like for like a character, I believe.
Jesus.
But like he was like 500,
and then
like
then like the average amount of credits you would earn in a match is like
10,000.
10.
Yeah, so
and you need to get like 500 or something, which will be hours and hours playing, which is not fun.
Yeah, it was just like it was just a grind.
It was a grind.
But it was possible.
It was possible. But then, as you mentioned, like, but if you want to skip all that, you can pay us some money, and we can give it to you right now.
Yeah, then like you got those freaking people who really just try to grind, and then you got the people who like buy it, and then like they're like
they're
OP.
just demolishing everybody, melting people's faces off,
and then they rank up.
And they're the ones that are ranking up quick, leaving everyone else. Basically, that would create this really fucked up balance of the pay-to-win people and the people who are not going to do that.
Yeah, and they say this, but
that's what created that whole pay-to-win thing.
That was a crazy time.
Yeah.
I feel like also another company that's pretty shitty is fucking Activision and Take-Two. They're also shitty as well.
Oh yeah.
Like, have you heard about the new Red Dead Online expansion that they released?
No.
I don't really play too much of Red Dead.
Isn't that Rockstar?
Yeah. But they're also under Take-Two.
Oh, really?
They're part of that group of companies too. Because like a couple of weeks ago, I was getting a lot of ads for that show, so I'm seeing it every fucking day. And I'm just like thinking, wow, people are still playing with Red Dead Online? That's crazy. I thought people didn't like that shit. And then it just reminded me how, like, well, Red Dead 2 had a really good story, a really good campaign, a long one too if you want to do all this shit. And the problem is that, wow, I mean, all these people, including me, pre-ordered the game, bought it, all that shit because we love Red Dead 2, and they don't want to make single player content still. Like that's, I think that was everyone's problem with Rockstar, was that they have the capability to make single player content like what they did with GTA 4.
Yeah.
Like they're willing to make new characters, expand stories, expand locations, make players explore more, and online, but they won't do it for a single player. Like, what the fuck? And that was like everyone's problem, was that like they have the capability to, make that kind of stuff. Like I think the last time they released really good expansion was I think Undead Nightmare.
Oh, that was a really good one.
It was good, yeah, it was great. And that was the last time they ever did that, because then that's when GTA 5 would come out.
And freaking.
And then GTA Online came out.
GTA 5, the longevity.
Now we saw the magnitude of GTA Online, how much money it makes, how many people are still fucking playing it,
how much content releases like monthly.
Yeah,
right?
I think even lately, like, they released like some new expansion for racing now.
But it's just getting people hooked, like.
And that's what they tried doing for Red Dead Online.
I got turned off for various reasons. One, the money grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Two, the hackers.
Oh yeah.
What was the third one? Fucking load times.
Oh, that's right.
I have it on an SSD, right? And I don't even think it's the reading the data. It's actually connecting to the servers that takes forever. Because I was sitting on a load screen for 10 minutes.
Same. Like, I think last time
I was
trying
you
to
lose
play...
interest. This is like...
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, I could be playing another game.
It's like, I don't feel like playing anymore.
Yeah. All right,
somehow people are able to like get in there quick.
I don't get it.
You know what? I'm gonna go back to Battlefield 1 again. It's always gonna be there for me, no matter what. Exactly.
But yeah, it's like you said, you wish they would have like some kind of like expansion story, or something like that.
But because of the success of GTA Online,
you have to play GTA Online.
Yeah, that's the only
and
like
because of the success of that, for Red Dead 2, they were just really trying to do the same thing for that game, but it's not working. I think I saw a video about it too a couple of days ago of a guy who does play it so he can review it, and he said like how he got through like the latest update like in an hour.
Damn. Because I know that people have been talking about from what I see on Twitter, just like how Rockstar's like they already had like supposedly there's like a set date for the new GTA game.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of things about that.
But I feel like the next GTA game like is gonna be crazy though.
I bet it will be, yeah.
Because like you would think like the profit that they got off of GTA 5,
it better. Actually,
and then like
it better
putting it back into this and then like they use like pretty much the same formula as GTA 5, but then they just add extra like story stuff. Like it just makes you think like dang, that's crazy.
They better.
Like the possibilities, I would say,
are pretty endless right now.
I'm pretty sure. I can almost say that it's probably not even going to be that hard to make a really good GTA. But then it's going to come down to the decision making of the team. It's like, well, we don't really want to put single player or whatever,
Exactly.
Yeah,
and there's going to be decisions of like, oh, should we just put a little bit of story in and start to make another GTA Online, another online again.
I mean, they've been hitting it with the stories though. Especially since
they're good.
Especially since GTA 4, I think that was like their strongest one.
Yeah, even GTA 5 was really good.
Yeah, that was really good too.
I don't have a doubt there, but you never know. Something could just easily get chopped last minute.
But that's the thing too. But then like, just like how the PS5 like processor or whatever is able to like
like you're talking
do
about
like 8K.
Oh yeah,
like, they're like
it'll be good. That's the easy stuff.
Like,
yeah. I mean, whatever
it's just
resolution.
like what they're gonna put into it, and then like how much like gigabytes that shit's gonna.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I feel like the next GTA will probably won't work on this. Maybe.
There's gonna be like a PlayStation 5 Pro Plus. It's gonna handle GTA.
Yeah. At that point, I just want to get a fucking PC.
What I don't understand is how
boxes.
Like Warzone is like the same size, maybe bigger than GTA Online.
That should
maybe.
I think it is, and like it just doesn't make any sense where the bloat is. It's like it's one map.
Yeah.
Mostly reused textures. I don't get it. I really don't.
It could be all the add-on content,
or maybe like the
Because if you check like the store, they have like a shit ton of gun skins, a shit ton of character skins, a shit ton of this, a shit ton of that.
Probably on 4K or something.
Exactly, and
Right,
I think it just gradually adds up with every update.
Yeah, I got rid of Warzone for that reason. Might have to get rid of Cold War too for the same reason.
That's why I was like, I'm not gonna get Cold War on my PS4. Like, I had to get rid of Warzone.
I gotta buy a new console.
I know.
I made the mistake of buying it because I only played like 3 times.
I only play it for the zombies. Zombies is pretty good. It's all right.
I miss playing zombies.
But no, Cold War and Activision themselves have their own issues because Cold War has like a weekly like patch of 200 megs or something every once in a while, and it's usually to fix stuff. But then stuff's always breaking. Like there's more stuff breaking with every patch. There was a patch recently where people were getting banned, like mid game.
What?
Like straight up. Their account's gone. And then you can't reach out. And actually, somebody on Reddit did reach out, and the community manager was like, yeah, that'll happen. Like, dude.
Well, you know, it's just the way it is, man.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I mean,
it's so dumb. It's like,
sorry about it.
I don't know. Like, Mule Kit came out, and, like, it literally didn't work for, like, a solid week. Until they finally patched it, and then even then, one of the bonuses didn't work from Mule Kick, so they still needed to fix that. It's so dumb. I don't know. Let's talk about Nintendo's older games.
Nintendo.
So the big issue about like emulation.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Yeah. So people are like, okay, we want to play Nintendo's old games, right? It's easy. You don't need a lot of power to do it. It's not hard to code it or anything. It's the simplest. You one click of a button and like everyone in the world has this game now, right? Sell it. Doesn't matter. But when Nintendo's like, yeah, but we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to give you the old Mario Brother games. We don't want to do that. You know, it's like, why not? It's like, we don't want to. So then people are like, okay, I can't run older games on my Switch. Because I remember the Wii U was an infamous console.
Oh, yeah.
But the nice thing about the Wii U is that it had an amazing emulation library. So, like, I think you had NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, maybe even GameCube, I think. And then, like, everything in between.
I think, was that when WiiWare was still a thing?
Yes,
that was when the WiiWare servers were still around.
And then of course the Wii U and the Wii both got their servers botched. So now the virtual console is dead.
Yeah, which is
and now
sad.
The Switch comes out, and the only thing they have to offer is a few NES and SNES titles, and that's it. So that's what people are mad about. And then they go to pirate their games, and then Nintendo finds out about these things. They shut them down. And the gamers are like, well, why'd you shut it down? We want to play these games, and you're not releasing them. It's like, I know. Okay.
I know. It's like a dick
dude,
move.
It's so dumb.
I know. I remember.
And then you have the audacity to like release like the little mini SNES.
Oh my God!
Well, we have these games on here.
There's like
shit.
10 games.
It's like, have fun.
It's so dumb.
Oh my God! Yeah,
like,
I feel like I think when we're talking about out of touch, Nintendo is the top.
Yeah,
they're S2 when it comes to being out of touch.
Straight up.
I gotta say, I was surprised when we had that one house gathering at Trigo's house, and you brought your Wii, and like you said like, oh, I have a Mario Party on it. I was like, what the heck? And then, like, when you turned it on, like, I saw you had, like, a bunch of games on there.
Yeah, because the Wii had a solid amount of titles, and what I ended up doing, I might go to jail for this, but I did end up buying some of them using my dad's credit card when I was, like, 8 years old or something like that. Like, my dad was really pissed. He was like, were you using my card to buy games? And I'm like,
I don't know, man.
But that
hackers.
But that Wii stuck with me for like a whole decade. So when I was like getting into Smash Brothers during high school, I had to like mod my Wii so I could play Melee without the disc because the disc is $100. And while I was doing that, I found out that you can actually download like, because you know how on the Wii when you download a program, it turns into like a channel icon and you can click on it and start it. You can download those channels and install them onto your Wii for free, like without the use of the Wii Shop. So I found a way to do that. I did that, and I got a bunch of like, I got like Mario Party 2, Star Fox, both Zelda games for the Nintendo 64, Mario Kart 64, basically like the really popular titles.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they're just on my Wii there. And of course, whenever everyone wants to go to like a party or wherever, I always offer my Wii because I have Mario Party 2, and it's a dope ass Mario Party game.
That's the one. That's the most.
That is the one with the costumes where you can be a cowboy or a spaceman, dude. Let's go.
Because that was one that we played at Trigo's house
A long time ago, yeah, it was.
That's the OG. That's the most fun. I always told you to bring it before, like after that, but like you never did.
It's funny because it's always in my car.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it'll be there.
I don't know, because like I really like that version of Mario Party, because like ever since then I was like, oh shoot, so like this is like the Mario Party that people always talk about that I never really played.
Yeah.
And then like I saw the newer ones, but like they were kind of like a little whack.
Yeah, so in my opinion, the era of like Mario Party games, you have the first 3 on the Nintendo 64. You have like the next, I think 5 on the GameCube, and then the rest are Wii, 3DS, Switch games.
Spin-offs.
Yeah. Well, I think they're supposed to be main titles, but they're like much smaller in comparison to the other games. One of the cool things about like the first Mario Party game is that like it got lawsuits because some of the mini games involve rotating the control stick.
I remember that.
And because the control stick on the Nintendo 64 is sunken in, you have to like you can either clutch it with your like whole fingers or you can palm it. So what people were doing is they were palming it and they were rotating it for the games, and it was cutting into their palms. So they got lawsuits for like kids getting their hands hurt or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next 2 games would still do stuff like that.
We're sorry, and then it's like the next one is like rotate faster.
Yeah.
Clockwise and counterclockwise fast.
The way I see what's like makes like Mario Party games unique to the like their own titles or maybe their own like generation is like how much BS is in it, and also how difficult the mini games are. So like the first 3 had the most difficult mini games because they involved mashing at light speed.
Oh yeah.
And then they also had a lot of chance time tiles where like, you have like 3 blocks, 2 people, and in the middle is exchange stars, exchange coins, and stuff like that.
I feel like if there was a Saw, like a version of like Saw but for children, where nobody gets hurt. Yeah, exactly. Like if there was like a version of Saw for children that doesn't involve nobody getting killed or anything, but gives you that same effect of terror, you're scared for your fucking life. It's chance time.
Yes,
it's the most terrifying fucking thing in the world for children and for us.
Just a quick side note. When I was playing, one time I was at my cousin's house and I was playing with him and his sister, all 3 of us. She had multiple stars and a bunch of coins. In one turn, she lost everything. She landed on Bowser's base, which took all her coins. She lost like a duel, which made her lose like a star, I think. And then I landed on chance time, so I took the rest of her stars. Then she punched me, and that was the end of the game. Anyways.
Man, ours got heated though too. Ours got really heated. We played like a bunch of games too, and ours has got. I feel like ours is like it just escalated because like the first one was like everyone was like joking around. I was like, oh yeah, you got me, hey, oh you got it. I was like, oh you won, but then like the second game, I was like, hey, what the fuck, like why would you do that?
Why don't you go after him?
It's like, you fucking. It's like what the fuck?
Why
like,
me, man? What the fuck?
Like, dude, I'm fucking surviving here, and you're like, he's out here like. Are you guys coalition? Like coalition?
Yeah,
I'm in a coalition. Yeah, but
people are starting clans within the game, and it's like, what the fuck is happening?
They will do.
But it was just so fun because like even though I hated what was happening, like the game itself was just really fun.
I know, right? Like I don't know, we can be like, angry as hell at the end of the match, but still be like. All right. Anyone want to play another one?
Yeah, because it was possible to win, but it was just like you just have to really like.
It's so lucky.
It's so lucky, especially in the mini games where like.
Or some idiot just lands on a blue space and gets a star, and now he's the target enemy. It's like, dude.
Oh my god! I honestly like that is. I love how I don't know. I just feel like that game is just. It's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like enough random shit happens that it's like every game will be different, no matter
Exactly.
what.
You know what's a funny game that like I would never play like because remember that one time we were playing Monopoly
Yeah.
and like how we were playing against Art, but
Yeah.
how he would always beat us because like he knew how to like play it.
What?
Trigo?
No, Art Mendoza, remember?
Mendoza. Mm.
I don't remember this, man.
Oh no.
No, but tell the story though.
Oh, it was just like I remember like one time I think it was Roberto or someone was saying like how like don't play Monopoly with Art. Oh no, it was Chooch. It was Chooch. I think it was like during our times in playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare when we were like talking about let's play Monopoly. He's like, oh, don't play with Art because like he'll beat you because he knows how to play it. And I remember I was like thinking to myself at the time like, nah.
No wonder that motherfucker is
He
studying
can't be
business.
that good.
Yeah, he's an
Or no,
accounting.
Yeah, it's no wonder that motherfucker's studying business right now.
And Trigo was saying it too. He's like, oh yeah, like at the cabin, like I beat Jose and Carlos this and that. I'm like we'll see. And like freaking Art like beat all of us.
Jesus Christ, man.
I was like, damn, like Art's like he ruined the game.
He did ruin a game, but at least he won't ruin Mario Party 2.
Yeah.
He can't ruin that.
Yeah. He's just one of those people that you don't want to play like those type of like group
Businessy games.
like group parties with,
Yeah.
like group party games with, because there's always like that one guy
Mhm.
or person, where it's like, damn it, like you're always gonna win.
That's why we just don't invite him. We just keep it secret. We start another group chat just for that one night.
Have you guys heard of Secret Hitler?
I think so, yeah.
It's like a party. It's like a role-playing party game.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
Secret
yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah.
It's really fun. My personal goal every game is to cause as much trouble and chaos, and people hate playing with me for that reason.
Be the shit
So-
starter.
So they'll be like, okay, well, don't pass it to Paul, or don't do this with Paul or whatever. It's super fun.
And
I
then
would
you-
definitely recommend that one.
It's kind of like, is it kind of like that one Wolf game?
Yes, actually.
Except for just a bunch of Nazis in a room.
Yeah.
It's like,
Literally.
so,
what is it? One Night or the werewolf game?
I don't remember what the name of the werewolf game is because we just called it the werewolf game.
Yeah.
All I know is Leo would bring it.
Yeah, because like
Leo
I heard the
does
first time we played it, I was like, what the heck, werewolf? And then like when Leo had it like on his phone, like the instructions and all that, I was like, oh, this game's pretty cool. And I really like we played it at another party, and like that game was like crazy.
Yeah, those games are fun. You need like a really good amount of people. And
Yeah,
then-
it's best to play with at least 6 people.
Yeah.
and at least people who don't
So you
have
can have, like,
fucking
collude.
ADHD or something, so we can get through the match.
Oh, that's true. Because
Because
sometimes
people
like,
get
dude, shut up, man.
people get distracted as fuck, and it's like, fucking, come on, let's get back to the game, please. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside is like I don't know if you guys have felt that from these games, but like you get burnt out on them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like after about 3 games, it's like, oh, I don't really want to play anymore, even though it's like really fun. It's
Yeah, I feel like when you have the energy of the game like high, like everyone's like into it. But I feel like when you have that one game where like no one's like interested or like kind of like down, I feel like that's when you need to stop.
yeah,
Give it a break.
Even though like you have a lot of people, and then it's like it's kind of done.
yeah. That happens at like one of my friends' gatherings every time.
Yeah, it's always good to like have different like card games or like board games, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like with so many people, it's like you don't know like what they're feeling in the moment, like if they just want to chill or just want to play.
Yeah. I guess when it comes to maybe card games or board games, maybe if it were me, I would maybe put it to maybe 5 people max.
Yeah, I think. Or yeah, I mean,
Because,
depending
like-
on like who you invite.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe 5 people is like a good number for like card games, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because, like for example, like for Cards Against Humanity, there'll be like one judge, and then for the people, we'll play cards, and then it's enough cards to read through and all that shit, and we keep going around the table. At least that's for me, at least, because I feel like board games are fun. It's just the problem is that people can get burnt out, or people can get distracted as hell, and fucking at that point we're like, well, I guess the game's over now. We just put the board game
Yeah.
away.
Oh
yeah.
man.
We spent an hour just talking instead of just playing the game. We might as well just do that. Give me another beer.
It always happens, but yeah. It is what it is.
It's fun.
It is fun. All right, guys. All right, y'all ready to wrap this up?
Yep.
All right, man. This has been a great episode about video games and stuff
Corporations.
like that. Corporations and us just being gamers. We just complain a lot, but for good reasons.
And chatting.
So, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll make another one. Otherwise, we'll see you in another year or whatever later.